Shohei Ohtani looked like he was about to lose control of everything. The pressure, the game, even his composure. What started as one of the toughest outings of his season suddenly turned into a night filled with drama, controversy, and one unforgettable comeback. And by the final out, fans weren't just talking about Ohtani's pitching, they were talking about a moment that could have changed the Dodgers' entire season. From the very first pitch, something felt different. Taking the mound against the Padres while also leading off the lineup, Ohtani carried enormous expectations. Every time he plays, it feels like baseball history could happen. But on this night, things didn't begin the way anyone expected. His command simply wasn't there. The first two Padres hitters reached on walks, immediately putting runners on base with nobody out. It was an unusual sight for one of baseball's most dominant pitchers. Dodger Stadium grew noticeably quieter as fans wondered if Ohtani was fighting through an off night. The Padres wasted no time making him pay. After the first out, Gavin Sheets lined a sharp RBI single, giving San Diego an early 1-0 lead. Suddenly, Ohtani was facing real pressure before he had even settled into the game. For most pitchers, that kind of start can snowball into disaster. But Shohei Ohtani isn't most pitchers. Instead of letting frustration take over, he slowed everything down. His mechanics became cleaner. His focus sharpened. And with runners still threatening, he delivered exactly when the Dodgers needed him most. Strike three. Then another. Ty France went down swinging. Jackson Merrill followed right behind him. Just like that, Ohtani escaped the inning with minimal damage. That sequence reminded everyone why he's considered one of the game's elite. Even when he doesn't have his best stuff, he finds a way to survive. And once he survives, he usually takes over. The second inning looked like a completely different game. His fastball suddenly exploded through the strike zone with much better command. His breaking pitches became sharper, forcing hitters into uncomfortable swings. The Padres lineup had no answers. 3 batters. 3 outs. 2 strikeouts. No hard contact. The pitcher who looked vulnerable just minutes earlier now looked completely locked in. By the third inning, Ohtani was in full control. Every adjustment he made continued to pay off. The Padres couldn't square him up. Weak contact replaced confident swings. Another clean inning rolled by, and despite the early run, the Dodgers looked like they had regained momentum. Then came the fourth. Ohtani retired the first 2 hitters with ease, extending his streak to 10 consecutive outs. Everything pointed toward another dominant performance. But baseball has a way of changing in one swing. Jackson Merrill stepped into the batter's box for the 3rd time. This time, he didn't miss. The crack of the bat echoed through Dodger Stadium as the ball sailed deep towards center field. Home run. The Padres doubled their lead. Normally, that would have been the headline. Instead, something else stole every bit of attention. As Merrill celebrated, emotions suddenly boiled over. Instead of calmly beginning his trip around the bases, tensions escalated near the mound. Players reacted immediately, and within moments, both dugouts entered as players from both teams rushed onto the field. What had started as a baseball game instantly transformed into complete chaos. Players crowded around the mound. Voices were raised. Tempers exploded. Teammates stepped between one another to prevent things from getting even worse. The umpires rushed in. Coaches sprinted out of the dugouts. For several tense moments, nobody knew how far the confrontation might go. Through it all, one image stood out above everything else. Shohei Ohtani refused to lose his composure. While emotions exploded around him, he remained remarkably calm. His teammates immediately surrounded him, making it clear they weren't going to let anyone take advantage of the situation. It wasn't just about protecting their superstar. It was about protecting the heart of their team. Once order was finally restored, officials reviewed the incident and made their decision. Jackson Merrill was ejected. The message was simple. Baseball celebrates passion. It does not tolerate actions that threaten player safety or push competition beyond acceptable limits. Even after everything settled down, concern remained. The Dodgers medical staff quickly checked on Ohtani to make sure he hadn't been affected during the confrontation. For any player, that's important. For Shohei Ohtani, it's critical. He's not only one of the league's best hitters, he's also one of its best pitchers. Every part of his body matters. Fortunately, after being evaluated, he stayed in the game. That alone was a huge relief for Dodgers fans. But the night was far from over. The Padres adjusted their strategy as the game continued. Instead of attacking early, they became incredibly patient. Every at-bat turned into a battle. They forced Ohtani deeper into counts. More pitches. More stress. More fatigue. It was a smart approach designed to wear down one of baseball's hardest working players. By the fifth inning, the pressure returned. San Diego placed more runners on base, forcing Ohtani to pitch out of another difficult situation. Once again, he escaped without allowing another run. But his pitch count kept climbing. Everyone knew his workload was becoming a factor. Then came the sixth inning. 2 quick outs gave the Dodgers hope that Ohtani would finish another scoreless frame. Instead, the Padres found life. A hit extended the inning. Then Xander Bogaerts ripped a double into right field, bringing home another run. Now the Dodgers trailed 3-0. Ohtani faced yet another difficult challenge with his pitch count nearing its limit. The final batter fought through an exhausting 8-pitch battle. Every pitch demanded precision. Every mistake could have made things even worse. Ohtani responded exactly the way great pitchers do. Changing speeds. Mixing locations. Keeping the hitter guessing. Finally, he induced a routine fly ball to end the inning. His job was finished. The final pitching line told an interesting story. 6 innings. 9 strikeouts. 3 earned runs. Another quality start. Even on a night filled with adversity, Ohtani still delivered a performance that many pitchers would gladly accept. His season numbers continued to prove why he's firmly in the conversation among baseball's best. Every outing reinforces the same reality. Consistency separates great players from legends. And Ohtani continues building that legacy every time he steps on the field. But there was one more twist waiting. When the bottom of the 7th arrived, many expected Ohtani to take another turn at the plate. Instead, Miguel Rojas appeared as a pinch hitter. Immediately, concern spread through Dodger Stadium. Why remove your biggest star in such an important game? Afterward, the answer became clear. Ohtani experienced slight discomfort in his biceps during his previous at-bat. The Dodgers chose caution over risk. Considering everything Ohtani means to this organization, the decision made perfect sense. He later explained that the same area had bothered him briefly during training a month or 2 earlier before recovering quickly. His hope was that this latest discomfort would also prove to be minor. Still, any mention of discomfort involving Ohtani instantly grabs attention across Major League Baseball. The Dodgers simply cannot afford a serious injury. He's their ace, their superstar hitter, and arguably the most valuable player in the sport. But while questions surrounded Ohtani's health, his teammates had one final surprise waiting. The Dodgers entered the 7th inning trailing 3-0. Time was running out. The Padres appeared to have complete control. Then everything changed. The bases became loaded. One swing could flip the entire game. Teoscar Hernandez stepped into the batter's box with an opportunity to become the hero. He didn't miss it. One thunderous swing launched the ball deep into the night. Grand slam. Dodger Stadium exploded. In an instant, a 3-run deficit became a 4-3 Dodgers lead. The comeback was complete. What had looked like a frustrating loss suddenly became one of the most exciting victories of the season. The bullpen protected the lead the rest of the way, sealing another huge win for Los Angeles and giving them the first 2 victories of their 4-game series against San Diego. It's amazing how quickly baseball can change. One inning you're trailing. The next you're celebrating. One moment you're worried about your superstar. The next you're watching your teammates rescue the game. And through every twist, Shohei Ohtani once again proved why he's unlike anyone else in baseball. He battled through early struggles. He adjusted under pressure. He overcame emotional distractions. He delivered another quality performance. And even when he left the game before its dramatic finish, his resilience helped put the Dodgers in position to win. That's what separates truly great players. They don't always dominate from beginning to end. Sometimes greatness is about responding when everything starts going wrong. This game had pressure. It had momentum swings. It had controversy. It had concern over injuries. And it delivered one unforgettable comeback that reminded everyone why baseball remains one of the most unpredictable sports in the world. The Dodgers walked away with another huge victory. The Padres walked away wondering what could have been. And baseball fans everywhere were reminded of one simple truth. As long as Shohei Ohtani is on the field, you can never assume you know how the story will end.